Hello and welcome to Learn Statistics class. In this class we learn statistical concepts in simple and easy way. The, the topic of today's lecture is classification and tabulation. Let us see introduction. The first step to attempt any problem by statistical methods is to collect the necessary and sufficient information about it. We have seen various methods of collecting data in the previous lecture. If you want to learn what is data and collection of data, then click on the I button showing on right top corner of the screen, and the link of that lecture is also given in the description box. We know that the data collected is complex and bulky in form. In this form, it is not useful for analysis and interpretation. The technique used to condense and simplify the data is called classification and tabulation. Let us see classification. The process of arranging data into different classes or groups according to their common characteristic is called classification. In classification, atoms possessing common characteristics are separated from dissimilar atoms and placed in one class. For example, the number of students in a college can be classified on the basis of age, sex, religion, faculties like arts, commerce, science, etc. Now let us consider the next point, objects of classification and tabulation. Consider the first object. It condenses and simplifies complexities. Since the data collected is complex in nature and bulky in form, when they are classified, tabulated, and put in a condensed form, the complexities of the data are removed. Second, it enables comparison. In table, the data are arranged according to different properties and divided into different parts. Therefore, it is very easy for us to compare the different classes of the table. Let us see the third. It reveals pattern. A table shows the way in which atoms are distributed in the various groups. A pattern may not be revealed if the data are not put into the classes. The fourth object is it enables us to analyze data further. Since when data are arranged in tabular form, further analysis becomes easier. We can calculate different characteristics such as averages, dispersion, correlation coefficient, etc. from the table. Now the next object is it helps us in drafting the report. If we tabulate the data properly, we need not refer to the original data while preparing the final report again and again. All these are the objects of classification and tabulation. Let us see the next point, basis of classification. The criteria according to which the data are classified are called basis of classification. Let us see the first type, geographical classification. If data are classified on the basis of geographical locations like states, districts, cities, regions, etc., then the classification is called geographical classification. For example, consider the production of sugar cane in India classified according to state wise, which is given in the following table. Let us see the table. In the table we have given state UP, Bihar, Tamil Nadu, Maharashtra, other, and the corresponding production of sugar in million tons are given. This classification is according to the geographical condition. So the classification is called geographical classification. Now the second type of classification is chronological classification. Chronological means according to time. If the data are classified on the basis of time, such as years, months, days, etc., then the classification is called chronological classification. For example, we may present the figures of population of India from 1951 to 1991 as given in the following table. Here the table contains year 1951, 61, likewise 1991, and the corresponding population in crores is given. For example, in 1951 the India's population was 36.11 crores. Similarly, in 1961 it is 43 crores population. Likewise, in 1991 India's population is 85 crores. As the population is recorded according to years, it is a chronological classification. Next, third type of classification is quantitative classification. If the data are classified according to measurable characteristics such as age, height, weight, income, etc., then the classification is called quantitative classification. For example, classification of students in a college according to their favorite sports, which is given in the table. We have considered the sports as cricket, football, tennis, swimming, badminton, and we record the number of students interested in these games. For example, the number of students interested in cricket is 76 and the number of students interested in football is 35. Likewise, 25 students are interested in playing badminton. All these students are divided according to the game. Hence, the classification is quantitative classification. Now, the fourth type of classification is qualitative classification. If data are classified according to well-defined quality which cannot be measurable, such as sex, beauty, literacy, etc., then the classification is called as qualitative classification. For example, classification of students into male and female. Further, the classification of population into literate and illiterate groups. All these classifications are on the basis of quality, so this classification is known as qualitative classification. Now let us see tabulation. What is tabulation? Tabulation is the next stage of classification. The process of presentation of the data in tables, that is in rows and columns, is called tabulation. In this way, in this lecture, we have learned 4 points. Number 1, introduction. Number 2, classification. The third point is basis of classification. And the fourth one is tabulation. For the further statistical concepts, we will meet in the next lecture. Till then, we will stop here. Thank you.